Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there are four great mysteries in the world that philosophers have never solved. The first is how to make gold from lead, or copper, or plastic. The second is why does the moon look bigger on nights that end in a 7. The third is why do salmon swim upstream, but gas station sushi does not mix. And the fourth is how to beat the curse of modern day trash games that are a plague upon us, such as Fortnite and Among Us, and the things that people are consuming these days. And the answer is to go back to this Jazz Jackrabbit 2, and we are all ready for this. So I will not say another word, but I will press fire, and we'll begin a new game. Formerly a prince, finished. I mean, yeah, no, we're fine. I will play as Jazz because I am more used to it, and we will be playing... yeah, buff! Normal. Also, this game is in windowed mode because one time I had it in full screen and I figured it out, and then it stopped working. But oh, my mouse. When it's in window mode, you can see the name of the level, and it's cute because the names of the levels are often jokes. So yeah, this is developed by Epic Mega Games. It came out on the DOS in '98, I want to say. Yes, they are the same people who made Fortnite, but once upon a time, they were a magical company who did creative things and not frickin' 14-year-old, like, gas station crap. Everybody shoots and have a good time, multiplayer, have a good time, do the floss dance because it's cool and all the kids like it. No, this was before all the kids thought the floss was cool. This was a time when people played their DOS when they got home from school. How did I find this game? I honestly just heard some of the music from these games and thought it was dope. And then ooh, throat was weird for a second. I actually, apart from that, don't really remember what led me to going on, but I think I went on like bestoldgames.net, or maybe I was just like randomly looking around on GOG, which I'm never on. I'm always on Steam. Oh hey, this guy breathes fire. But I saw this, but I eventually got it from bestoldgames.net because that's the kind of guy I am. Which is basically just a bunch of, like, just ROMs or downloadable files, whatever you want to call them, of DOS games. Or just old Windows. This might not be DOS, it might be like Windows 98, but I don't really know because I don't know the difference. There's also games, like I've talked about, like playing I Am Mean, and that's a DOS game. So there are websites like DOS Archive. But whatever. So this is, you're a green rabbit who shoots guns. It's a pretty simple premise. It's nothing I need to explain. Beyond that, this ain't no real-time strategy with a lot of crazy crap. I'm looking at you, Civ 5. No, but this is a fun game about running fast and shooting cartoon characters that are just different enough from Looney Tunes characters that they won't get into legal hot water. And this first level is a castle, and I like the stained glass in the back, that's pretty. Music for this game was composed by Alexander Brandon, and one other guy. I'm sorry, but I don't remember the other guy's name. But Alexander Brandon is kind of one of my musical heroes, solely based on this game. Yeah. Just a lot of bangers and bops and whatever you want to call them. Solid jams, whatever the kids say these days in this game. Also, a lot of the sound effects are stock sound effects, so you can play Name That Stock Sound Effect, which I like doing because I'm a nerd. So that was Dungeon Dilemma. This is Nightcap. That's funny. This game is inspired by the Sonic the Hedgehog series, so there is actually a run button. I didn't know that for my entire first playthrough. Because, I don't know, I'm just dumb. You can stomp through blocks, you can do all kinds of crazy crap. I got all kinds of crazy crap. Can you stop running in a... Thank you. Hey, what do you say? Metal boxes will break the... Oh, why did it go down? The pitch went down. I did not know how... I do not know. I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. So, hope people are enjoying Off. But, yeah, I'm kind of breaking Year of Weird to do this. But I don't care. I really want to do this. Also, I'm kind of nervous because I am playing this game in a window, so I'll have to use OBS. I'll figure out how to crop it afterwards. But, like, once I saw that, like, just normally cropping something was indeed an option on Wondershare Filmora, and I'm going to have to try it specifically for this because I haven't needed it otherwise. But I do have the confidence to try this game, and I will see how these episodes turn out. But you know, I don't care. This is the kind of game that you could just start over and over from the beginning, and it's still fun. And I just feel like basically platformers are like that, and I think that's why platformers are my favorite. Still my favorite genre of video game, because you know they're just kind of like, oh, what is this? This carrot is just kind of floating, or like it's doing like a propeller thing. That's funky. Who are you, Mr. Mysterious Carrot? And can I get up there? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, hello. Oh, that's cool. Whoa. I did not know that was in this game. Oh, wow. Cheese is green on Tuesday. That sounds like the kind of thing that I would make up randomly, but no, it's in this game. To beat the queen, shoot her off her ledge. Hey, and it's our first boss already. Ah! You're all talk and no bark. All talk and no... I don't know. I don't know what the correct expression would be. Like how she just makes cinder blocks fall from the ceiling. You'd think they would be like stone blocks, but I swear, these are cinder blocks. Well, yeah, see, that was a cinder block, like from the city. We're supposed to be in a medieval castle. Hey, watch it! No, I can do a better jazz voice than that, but yeah, I do like his voice, it's cute. Watch out! Okay. Boing. Goodbye. Congratulations, you can now exit the castle. The music just keeps playing and level complete. No fanfare because it's like, also, yeah. Sorry that the load screen is too quick, but I am indeed playing this on a modern computer, so some of the things that are supposed to work do not always work. But this is... The first world was Jazz Castle. This is Keratis. In the first Jackrabbit, which I haven't actually played, it was very clear that like each of the... Oh hey, we get invincibility for a little bit. Each of the worlds were like planets. This game is less clear about that, but I don't mind that. Because they're still just really cool worlds. Like, look at those buildings in the back. It's so cool. Wow. We got the flamethrower. Flamethrower is one of my favorite weapons. Also, it can unthaw switches or springy things that are frozen in the ice. So, oh hey, let's stomp it. So you will see that in the lower right hand corner we actually collect ammo for weapons, and the more ammo that we have, the more we can use the weapon. Dup, dude, dup. These lizards are my favorite. No, they say dude up. Come on, say it. Say the funny thing. One of them said dude up. I was so confused the first time I heard that voice clip, and I was like, what is that and why is it so loud? What kind of enemy makes that noise? And then I realized it was just a yellow lizard just vibing. Now I feel bad that I killed them because I was talking about how they were just vibing. And they weren't doing anybody no harm, but they were doing me some harm because they were like, you know, throwing bombs at me. But like now they're just walking, see? Oh, the bird attacked him, not me. It wasn't me, I swear. Dude, this music is so good. It's kind of like Tim Fallon. It's like very upbeat rock tracks with a lot of like synth and electric guitar solos. Depending on the song, the harmonies are not as complex as Tim Fallon, although I'd say Brandon is still good with complex harmonies. And Brandon I certainly have not heard anything that's quite as proggy as Tim Fallon, you know, with sections in like 7/8, etc. Does Tim Fallon have anything that's more complex than 7/8? Like 13 or something? I'm sorry, I'm just a prog nerd, so... And a composer of other music, but well, I guess you would call it a classical composer, but like... It's a stupid term. But you know, we write stuff that has time signatures, like, you know, Stravinsky wrote stuff that was in like weird time signatures. Anyway, I can't believe I'm talking about Stravinsky while I'm playing Jazz Jackrabbit. So that was tossed salad. This is carrot juice. Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna be idle for a while and let Jazz say some funny things. Say the funny thing. Do it. Is it because I clicked out of the window that he's not saying it? Well, at least you got to hear "dude up" a few times. I'm forgetting what the buttons are already. It always takes me a minute to remember what the buttons are for this game for some strange reason. Yeah, get incinerated. Oh, hey. No, I wanted your... Oh. Okay, there you go. Whoa. This is like me on caffeine. I have such a caffeine problem. I feel like it's a very kind of like young 20s thing to have, but... I can't help it. It's good for you. Caffeine is good. I mean, coffee is good for you. Caffeine in general isn't necessarily good for you, but coffee, like, people have like less risk of heart disease, I think, if they drink coffee. Anyway, I'm still kind of too young to care about that, but I do care a little bit. Anyway, are we doing? No, we're dying. First death. Wow, to a buff turtle who looked like he could be the bouncer at a, I won't say it. But you know what I meant. What is this big boulder doing? Oh, 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 oh. No. Thought that was gonna be like some Breath of the Wild type shenanigans where you drop a boulder on the bad guy's head. That would have been, I don't know. Wow. Boing. I will confess that I was like annoyed with my friend for a little bit because she wouldn't stop talking about Hollow Knight, and like everybody is talking about Hollow Knight, and like there was a phase like about 9 months ago where she was like, hey, you should play Among Us, it's a fun game, and now Among Us is like a joke on the internet for like how it's one of those games like that 12-year-olds won't stop talking about, kind of like what happened to Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, Scott Cawthon is kind of... He's not an amazing independent developer, but I think he's kind of... For what he is, he's really something special, and I have a lot of admiration for him. But look at what happened to Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, it just became... Oh no, that game that, like, all the 12-year-olds talk about. And, like, same thing with Undertale. You know, for a certain part of the internet, like, a certain part of people don't care about that. But for people who see games as, like, a form of art... Oh, hello, I think the game froze. It's the first time... Oh! And we lost the game. And I didn't save. I'll meet you back in Caradas. Okay, so we're back here with Carrot Juice. And he said the funny thing. We're back here with Carrot Juice. The level where the game freaking crashed on me. Also, you notice that these levels have like sort of a day section and a night section. I think that's cool feature of game. So yeah, I was just saying, you know, like some people view games more as like a means of like, you know, mainstream entertainment or like something to talk about like a lot of friends with, or they play like Mario Kart with their family, and like that's never been my experience. I find like a few like really special games that appeal to me, and then I become a lonely person because very people know the best games, or the games that are some of the most special ones. Like a game like Yume Nikki, for instance, will of course have a very small and very devoted following because it's a game that'll only appeal to a very small number of people. And it's the same thing with me in music. Like, I love Henry Cow and I love Cardiacs, and I've talked about this stupid, and like, who cares about like the music that I like? This is a video game channel, but I care. Hello. Oh, it's a bubble, kind of like Sonic. But yeah, that's why I have so much respect for people like Jonochrome and Nitro Rad and people like that, because I know they feel the same way that I do, more or less. So yeah, this game has all sorts of weird relics from 98 or 99, whenever this game came out, which was kind of like the golden years of video games, in my opinion. Like, dude, Banjo-Kazooie, Space Station Silicon Valley, Chameleon Twist 2. You know, I should have said that with a straight face. That would have made it funnier. But, you know, dude, oh, hey, can I skip this mess? Not quite. Also, you can ground pound enemies, so that's very useful in sticky situations because you will be invincible when you are ground pounding them. But only when you are ground pounding them. So it's... Also, like, walls are weird. Like, you'll get stuck on walls a lot in this game. Oh, hello. I keep forgetting that this level has a boss. So, like, all the other bosses have health bars. It's kind of funny that the first boss didn't. It was just to push you into the edge. over the edge boss, which, trying to think of other games that do that. I mean, it's kind of like Mario 64, where you just throw the bomb. Well, I was gonna say throw the bomb off the side, but you don't do that, do you? Dude, the bosses in this game get so annoying. I'm glad we're still on like the first few, but they're gonna get so bad later on, and especially if you have a... This Schwarzengard is toast. Sure. This level has my favorite music, probably. This level is called Weirder Science. I'm not sure what Weird Science is a reference to. This level has my favorite music, probably. It just reminds me of, like, growing up in my childhood. I had Animusic DVDs, and I played cool math games, and it just... It makes me super emotional hearing this song for whatever strange reason I cannot describe, because really nostalgia is a very funny thing, and we're still figuring out, like, I love how, like, nostalgia is still one of the emotions that we haven't, like, fully understood yet, like how comments on Vaporwave videos will be like, hold on, my legs are super uncomfortable. Comments on Vaporwave videos will be like, this makes me feel an undiscovered emotion, you know, or an emotion that doesn't exist yet. And I love stuff like that. I freaking love it. Because it's like, you know, we're just now beginning to understand things about ourselves in this age of computers and nostalgia for 20-year-old video games. And this game is... Dude, you think, like... My friend Thomas put it this way. He was like, you think that 20 years ago was Majora's Mask, but no, 20 years ago was Wind Waker. And, like, that's not completely true. Wind Waker's not quite 20 years old yet. I think Majora's Mask is actually exactly 20 or 21 years old now. Actually, Paper Mario is probably... is 20 years old. I'm not sure what other 2001 games there are. I would think Luigi's Mansion, but I'm not sure. These are special blocks that you can break with special things, but not all of them are special. Dude, 56? Ah, okay. At least we get some chicken drumsticks. Yes. Arnold! The Schwarzengard! Okay, whatever. So I won't be able to show off all of Weird Science, but I'll just kind of... And yeah, I'm not great at, like, getting all of the, like, bonuses in this game or whatever. But I'll just kind of go through this game, like, fast as hell, because that's kind of what it's meant for. It's kind of like a Sonic-style game. So you have the option to go through it fast as hell if you want to. And just do, like, kind of a run and gun. And that's basically what it is. It's a run and gun. You can hold down the run button and go extremely fast so that the level just flies through you at a whir. And also, speaking of just barely changing Looney Tunes characters, these mice things are, like, definitely Pinky and the Brain. Which sometimes I think Pinky and the Brain, but I say Ren and Stimpy. But I haven't watched much of either cartoon. My friend Marshall is a real cartoon fanatic, so he'll probably be sad that I said that, but I just did not grow up with a ton of cartoons. Well, different cartoons. I grew up with Charlie Brown and a few of the classic Disneys, like maybe Alice in Wonderland and Lady and the Tramp. And that was basically it, like maybe Aristocats. The ones that have the least, like, love and icky stuff in it, which I like. Can we get this, actually? You can actually shoot upwards. Shoot? Vinny, why you play shoot? Why you no play shoot? Why you play baby game? Gosh, I would never be able to, like, handle being Vinny. Much less to say Vinny and sexual allegations, which I'm so sorry that like people put him through that. And also, speaking of sexual allegations, today is June 30th, and there was some very disappointing news in the news today. Why'd the game just close? Alright, well, I'll leave it at that because this game is freaking like not working on me, so bye.